fifth video of the Holy Grail Trading Concept series, 5-video series. In this last video, we are going to cover the ICT 2022 model. How are we going to look at it from a perspective that is logical, that has sense, and that will make it easy for us to apply in the market? It's a very simple concept, anyway, to me. So I'm going to try to break it down as much as possible. I'm going to start on a 30-minute time frame and then move on a lower time frame so that you can see how easy it is to understand. So very simple. What you want to be able to identify first in general is, if you're looking for a buy trade, you want to see a lower low being formed. So as you can see, this low here is lower than the previous candle lows, because you have multiple lows here, right? So here, and even this candle low is lower than the candle low, so right here, okay? So that's your grab of liquidity, or at the time when this candle close is a potential grab of liquidity, because the confirmation of the grab of liquidity is when they break a structure. It's when they break the bullish candle, the last bullish candle high, before they made that lower low. So what do I mean by that? This is the last bullish candle high before they made that lower low. So if they break that high, that's a clear confirmation that the market has a clear boss, and your objective now is to wait for the market to return below this boss and try to find your entry into either a demand level, either into a fractal support and resistance. So for example, here, what do you have? You have fractal support, right? Then that is where you can enter, because it's below the break of structure. So first, we want to identify a potential lower low. We want to confirm that it's a grab of liquidity only when the market breaks above the last candle high, bullish candle high, before the lower low. Wait for the market to return below it, and then find a fractal support or resistance, or a demand level, and then you enter your trade, right? Because I don't truly believe in fair value gaps. I believe that the market is seeking highs and lows. So for example here, if we look at this, people would say that's a fair value gap. I beg to differ. What I'm thinking is that the market is retesting previous highs, right? So if you look at all these lows here, okay, this low, those, remember I said what? These are potential resistance, because it's a fractal support and resistance, right? Highs and lows, right? So I believe that's what the market is seeking. So from the perception of only knowing fair value gap, it looks like it's retesting fair value gap, but in my mind, it tells me that it's possibly retesting the highs and the lows, right? Because there's a gap, we have the understanding that it's a gap. So for example, right here, some people might say, oh, look, the market rejected the fair value gap. I beg to differ. I say that the market is retesting the previous lows, because that's what really matters, right? Because that is where they previously took liquidity. That is where they left a footprint. Okay, so they are retesting the lows, and then obviously you have fractal lows, because we're in a 30-minute time frame. So you're going to have lows on the 1-minute time frame, and that being retested, and the market rejects it, right? So I don't really believe in fair value gap, but yeah, it's a great concept if you do not understand fractal support and resistance. But anyway, this is my take on it. So that's for the bullish scenario. Let's go and look for the bearish scenario, which is going to be the opposite logic, and it's also very simple. Here is a perfect example. As you can see, we have a higher high that is created, but we can only confirm that it's a grab of liquidity once we identify the bearish candle low that was created before the higher high. Very important to me. That's a game changer. So when this low is broken, as you can see, it's broken with this candle, and then that's your boss. Okay, so that becomes your break of structure, your boss. You're going to wait for the market to return above it. So as you can see, as soon as this candle body closes below this low, look, the next candle return and does what? It retests the fractal support that becomes resistance. You can sell right here, stop loss above, and you can see you get the first opportunity to the downside. The market comes back again, provide you another opportunity, and then you can sell again to the downside, right? So that is the opposite logic, and obviously you can apply that on all time frame. You can go on the 5-minute time frame, and then you can find similar examples, and then you will see that this logic, this approach, allows you to be more precise and have something that is more structured and less guesswork. Okay, so here we have a clear grab of liquidity on the Asian session high, right? This is the last bearish candle before they make this higher high. So this is going to be, as soon as this candle breaks it, this is going to become our break of structure, right? Break of structure. We're going to expand that because we want to see the price goes above it and retest a fractal support or resistance. So here we have a low that was previously a support that becomes resistance. That is what the market is seeking here, is retesting that low. And then here you're going to take your sell trade, right? Or if you fail to take your sell trade here before the market starts to break below this break of structure, you're going to use a breakout entry technique to enter. And then obviously you can choose now to place your stop loss above the high to be extra safe, or above the high of this candle, because it's like this candle is a resistance. And then you have to manage your trade and risk appropriately, and then you see you can get a good run to the downside. Okay, so that is the 5 logic, guys. Normally, you have everything that you need in 2025 to be very successful. You combine all this logic from these 5 understanding in the video, and then you should be fine, inshallah. I pray that Allah make it easy for you to understand what I explained to you. If you have any question, do not hesitate. If you want to work with me in private, I do not charge any money. All I want to do is help people understand that this is valuable information that we can use to better our finances. And if we better our finances, then we can become better contributor in the world. Then we can start to do for others what we'd like them to do for us, expecting nothing in return. We can rebuild the broken countries. We can create businesses that is going to help our communities. We can help every country, every cities, every village become a little bit closer to the concept of Dubai, the concept of Singapore, where it's clean, right? It's organized, right? Because all these things are important for the better of society. So guys, if you want to work with me, just let me know, send me a comment, drop your Telegram ID, and then I will add you into a group that I've created for people that wants to work on the path of positivity and a better world. And then we'll work together, we'll analyze together, we'll discuss, we'll trade live together, and then we'll take as much as we can, grow our finances, and start to become a good influencer in this society, in this global economy, so that we can actually be a difference and stop looking at others doing good action and not being a participant. Let's also become a participant and become contributors to our society, because that is the least we can do. Because every day for free, God gives us oxygen. He gives us the ability to have working organs. He gives us the ability to be grateful for the food, the roof He provides us, and the knowledge that He allows us to understand. So now is the time in 2025 to take this understanding and apply it in the market so that we can print money and rebuild the society. It doesn't matter who contributed in breaking the society. It was a necessary process so that we can understand the balance between justice and injustice. We can appreciate justice when we experience injustice, right? Yin and yang, there should be a balance. But now we are entering into an era of shift where the people are being awakened, understand that God is one and He's the only one deserved to be worshipped. Every knowledge, everything that we get, everything that is good that happened to us comes from the Creator. Anything bad that happens to you comes from your own doing. Okay? So understand that God loves us. Al-Wadud, He loves us and He wants us to better ourselves, and He's going to contribute more and making it easier for us to continue to better ourselves and the self and the life of others. You are not a true believer until you want for your brother what you want for yourself. You are not a true believer until you want for your neighbor what you want for yourself. You are not a true believer until you start doing for others what you'd like them to do for you, expecting nothing in return. That's my message to you. People, I love you. God loves you more. Take care. God bless.